Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 2 of Mentos Plays Crypt the NecroDancer. We're gonna just jump right into zone 2 here and go about our business trying to make some good things happen. Oops, that was a bad start. It was a very bad start. But regardless, we're gonna keep going of course. Ring of Regeneration is gonna help us heal up a bit as we start each new floor. Sorry, got kind of trapped trying to get the beat under control here. One thing I forgot to mention in my first video was that the game does support custom music being put in. As an aside, you know, as is the case with pretty much anything that's rhythm based, that, oh god, dragon. Why? As is pretty much the case with any game that has music as a key point and is, oh god, what was I even thinking there? As is the case with any game that is music based and designed as such, you know, custom music not necessarily going to be as accurate on the beat as the program music is. You know, the music that's pre-programmed in the game is, they have it set so that it's, you know, timed with the beat of the song when you play the level it's attached to. So the existing music is very much, you know, programmed in there instead of being brought together by way of a algorithm that is picking up the beat of the music. It is actually programmed, and that makes a big difference in terms of consistency. That's not to say that custom music doesn't work well, because it actually really does. It's just a matter of, you know, if you are going to get the game on the pretense of using custom music, just know that there is a chance if the beat in a song is less discernible than in other songs, it might have more trouble running, and it might have more trouble picking it up than it would if it was a little bit more, oh god, doing so bad, and missing so many beats. You know, if the beat of the song is less discernible than it is in others, then there's a chance that custom music might not necessarily give you exactly as good of a pickup of the beat as you might want. Again, for the most part, it works very, very well. The songs I've tried putting in there have all worked well, and we will show that off here at some point in the near future, probably on the next episode, if not this one. But it does work very well. It's just kind of an aside that I want to add that, you know, as with anything where you're putting in stuff that's not pre-programmed in the game, it is a chance that it won't turn out quite as accurate as the stuff that the game is designed around. Common sense, but it is an aside that is worth mentioning. Most songs will work great, but again, if their beats aren't as discernible as the game can pick up, then it might be a little bit less accurate. Regardless, we will be showing that off again either this episode or the next. I'm not quite sure which yet. Oh god, why? Why am I so bad? There we go. I do actually find it a little bit easier to talk and play at the same time when the beat is a bit faster. It is kind of the side effect of the fact that you can move more often, so there is less oh god, it moved twice that turn. I didn't know it was gonna do that. And like so. Perfect. If I can get a bomb, I can go to that shop, but you can't dig through the gold walls unless you have some very specific stuff, which we have none of right now. That worked out surprisingly well. Whip, I would rather have the golden broadsword. Not just because the broadsword is more predictable in terms of what it's going to do, but... oh. And I died anyway. Okay, so, not going very well on the learning level 2 focus I have right now. That's what these early videos are going to be, is going to be me playing through the zones individually. Oh god. Trying to learn them and get to a point where I am competent enough to feel comfortable going into hardcore mode. But that is the eventual goal, to go into hardcore mode, beat hardcore mode, possibly go into Aria mode after that, and do that, which is, again, if you didn't catch in the last episode where I explained that a little bit, Aria is a character where if you miss a single beat or take a single hit of damage, you die, and you can't use anything but the basic dagger as a weapon. So that is certainly the kind of hard mode of the game. I don't know what I was just thinking there. Or there, or there, or there. Oh my god, just kill me. Thank you. Okay, I apologize for my silence there. I was just trying to get things under control a little bit in terms of... Yeah, we'll take the titanium broadsword from the Crown of Thor. I'm from the Shrine of Thorns. We need the key for that. I don't know why I walked into it. But I was trying to pick up the rhythm a little bit so that I could do a little bit better on this. We could pay 10 for a glass shovel. Technically speaking, if you lose a glass shovel, unlike a glass weapon, as long as you have time to pick up the shard, it's going to do the same as your base shovel, which I guess isn't really unlike it, but obviously doesn't stop you from attacking while trying to pick up the shard, which is a big difference from what goes on with the weapon. So it's a lot less risky, but it is certainly not something that is easy. So obsidian armor is going to work like an obsidian weapon. The higher our multiplier is, the more damage it will help us avoid. That was really stupid. I got thrown off by the wind spell there. That was just me being stupid in general. But we do have 2 apples, so as long as we pop one of those, we'll be fine. We have another mimic block up here. But yeah, if I ever go silent while playing this game, it is a matter of me trying to discern the beat and get myself under control. We are going to buy the titanium shovel. Holster, not that great, but we paid for it, so might as well take it. Certainly doesn't hurt anything to have. We have no multiplier and the bosses are dead, so the most we would lose from going down to the next floor from a trapdoor would have been that little bit of gold. That is, of course, the advantage of the broadsword there, in that you can kind of stand off to the side of enemies where they can't move to and hit them from there. Now, I don't know exactly what the gi does, but I know it adds extra damage, so we're going to pick that up. I don't know what the Heartgreaves do either. Regardless, we're going to be doing a little bit more damage now. In fact, we're going to be doing exactly 1 more damage. Kill. But yeah, this is a game where you might hear me go silent more often than in others, because it is so heavily based on the music that to have a couple seconds of not trying to talk at the same time can be hugely beneficial. We're going to keep the gi. I like that extra damage, although I don't know what the downside of it is, so to speak. I'm sure there must be one. That is the case with most of the items that give you extra damage in this game. Not all, but many of them, outside of the weapons themselves, do have a disadvantage attached to using them. Oh! That was stupid. We actually had a good thing going there. Visit lobby, spend diamonds. We can afford something here. Glass shovel, yeah. Okay, let's head back into zone 2 here. Hopefully do a little bit better. Oh my god. I saw that happening as it happened. Well, no shit, but what I mean, oh god, ring of phasing. Oh god. Yeah, I'm kind of happy I died there. But what I meant by that, although it was common sense the way I said it, was that as I was hitting the arrow key to move toward that mushroom, I realized it was his time to attack, and that it was going to break my shovel, but again, glass shovel, not the worst thing to break. It is not that hard to recover the shard if you are, as long as you still have a weapon. Aha! Potion room. Oh god. Dragon, get out here, please. That skeleton almost screwed me up there, but I made it work. That is one of the things that makes this game extremely challenging, is the fact that as long as you're playing anyone other than the bard, of course, you know, you don't have time to really plan out your moves. You kind of, as fast as the music is going, that's how fast you have to move, and if you don't adjust for the music quick enough, and if you don't know what's going on quick enough, you are going to end up in a bad place. Of course, you can skip beats if you so chose, but that does cost you your multiplier, which is a big negative, and not necessarily what you want to happen. That's a lot of trapdoors. I should at some point show off what happens when you go down a trapdoor without having killed the mini boss of the level first, because that can be rather horrifying. And also shows you why it is rather important to, oh my god, rather important to try to finish the level in time with the song. Hidden chest gave us a bomb, cool. We'll take all of this. Cheese, that works. But yeah, you know, if you've killed the boss and you don't have an active multiplier, there's not much to lose from going through the level and dropping through the trapdoor. Now, if you would like to see what happens if we drop through the trapdoor early, I could show that off right now. I didn't notice, that was a regular spear, right? Yeah. Titanium broadsword definitely better than regular spear. You know what, I'm not going to do trapdooring on this run, because we actually have a good thing going for us with the potion. I moved off to the side of that wizard before I killed him, because then the armadillo wouldn't have attacked us right afterwards. It gave me time to take care of that. Oh god. And I just wasted my potion when I had items that could have healed me. You can feel free to yell at me as much as you want for not eating that cheese before I died. Of course, we do gotta continue the run, it's just that because we didn't eat that, we don't have a potion to fall back on anymore. The potion, if you can't tell, is essentially a 1-up. To be honest, I've only beaten Zone 2 with Cadence once. I've beaten it with the Bard once as well. But only once with Cadence, which is rather disappointing, mind you. We'll buy the Gi for the extra damage. That'll put us at 3. Gi gives us 3. It rhymes, and that means that it must be good, right? We'll work our way up to the exit here, as well as pick up these diamonds. That was rather quick. Okay. Okay. That's why we are careful about taking glass items. And why it was good that we had our titanium one left behind. Oh god, that was an exploding mushroom. Okay, well, that ended rather abruptly there. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I'm giving this a 3-2 scale. I know, 3 count scale instead of a 4 count one, but it was working for me, so that's what matters. There we go. You have a torch now, which is hugely beneficial, mind you. And we can see that there's a mimic block here, so we might as well go kill that. Unfortunately, I messed up my combo immediately afterwards. But we are doing decently so far on this run. Oh god. Dragon, why? Dragon, why? There we go. As you may have noticed there, it is actually possible to miss a beat and then still make a move on that turn. If you hit the beat too early and then you go back and hit the button again, it can work out quite well. The circlet here is actually going to let us see where every enemy is on the level, which is rather helpful in its own right. You can see that there's still a good collection of them up at the top there. And we will head that way accordingly. I don't know what the Hargreaves do. I really don't. Song ended next level, so we did lose our multiplier there by way of having that happen. But it wasn't the biggest issue in that situation. There we go. Got the pattern for that guy down for the moment. I do kind of wish we had that giant scroll, because then we would be able to have some fun with the shop walls. That was really stupid. Ring of gold, why not? I don't have a ring anyway. Let's get Grimer here to come out. Glass whip, you say? Run. Well then, that fell apart quickly as well. That is one thing I have tended to notice about this game, is when things go wrong, they go very wrong. Oops. Your turn does take place slightly before the enemy turn. That tempo trap actually really messed up my movement there. I could have killed him one shot earlier, but god damn it. I am not doing very well with playing this game and talking at the same time right now, let's be honest here. I could be doing worse, but I'm not doing very well either. That was just stupid. Oh my god. Titanium dagger is better than nothing. Oh my god, stop it! I kind of wanted to die at that point. I had messed up so much. Now I could have killed that skeleton with that exploding mushroom there, but by doing so I wouldn't have gotten any gold from him, which is obviously a negative. There we go. That was a crappy situation, honestly. As you can see, I do tend to do much better when I'm not talking than when I am. Let's get going now. We might as well use this. If you look in the right hand side of the screen there, when I use the spell it does get a little timer on it. That is how many enemies need to be killed for it to be active again. So for my heal to be active again, I will need to kill 16 more enemies, and then I can heal for another half heart on the spot. We also have a fire spell over here. The monocle is very useful when you're, especially when you're learning things, because it does let you see what's worth your time and effort before you are in a position where it's important. You know, I could see that bomb there, so I knew that digging down that way was wise. Things like that make a big impact on how things play for you. That was really stupid, but I also didn't want to risk hitting that shrine. The Shrine of Rhythm is horribly difficult. Oh god. Well, now we get to see what happens when you go down a trapdoor without killing the boss first. Damn it, Red Bad. So, you know, it's not necessarily a hyper difficult situation you find yourself in, but it can be very difficult to deal with the enemies that spawn. We did lose a lot of health there. And that, you know, if you do that often, it does become kind of difficult to keep up on. But yeah, that's kind of a key thing with speedruns of this game, is that you have to kind of weigh the risk of the trapdoor against the reward of getting through the level quicker. Oh god. Those guys can do a lot of damage very quickly. I didn't actually mean to come in here, but it's going okay. Yep, this is going to work out just fine. And that's going to give us a nice little reward. We can get a titanium broadsword, a torch, or a ring. We're going to go with the titanium broadsword. It was worth going in there. Even though it was a little bit scary. Things could have gone very poorly while we were in there, let's put it that way. Oh god, I forgot, when those guys are in the wall, you can't actually hit them. You know what, titanium longsword? Yeah, I would rather have you. Rapiers are very good weapons. They do double damage when you're at a distance of 2 spaces. And you lunge forward 1 space, which is very useful, but obviously not really what we need right now, because it would do the same amount of damage as our weapon does basically right now. As long as I can kill that guy, we're safe. Oh my god, and then of all the ways to die, right before the trapdoor. Oh... Well, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the series thus far and my failures. Again, sorry about the occasional silence I go into, but it's a highly rhythm-based game, and that really does help get your focus in line and get you playing a bit better. So, thank you guys as always. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow, where we will hopefully be able to conquer Zone 2's Cadence, and find a reason to head into Zone 3 and probably cry ourselves to defeat. Thank you guys, and see you next time. Later, everyone.